at this time, this is no longer the time that anyone should be keeping quiet in any way whatsoever. There's so much that is going on in Nigeria, and so much that is going wrongly in Nigeria. All of these things that is happening, we might think it's none of our business until it directly affects us. Because if people are not sleeping, there's no how we are going to sleep. Or if the poor are not asleep, the rich will also not be able to sleep in their houses. Because when the poor have nothing to eat, the rich will be available for them or to eat. So Osinbanjo is telling Tinubu's illegitimate government that citizens' welfare is a true measure of national greatness, and not propaganda, not all those things that they delude themselves about and say that they've achieved this, that, forgetting that no matter what you tell people, when it comes to the issue of governance, they are directly going to feel it. And even if you are telling them a lie, whatever it is you are telling them, as long as what they're feeling is different from that, that's what they're feeling is going to be their true measure of one's government. Even this illegitimate one, where we've seen someone who did everything, went all the way to rig election and not give good governance. If I tell you that I am not perturbed, if I tell you that I'm not flabbergasted, though, I think that's the English that they used to use. Because how would you rig election in this way? This is someone that you rigged the election. People didn't believe in you. People don't believe in you. The least you could do is give them good governance. Start from measures from your place. Even if it's the cost of governance, reduce it, stop corruption, stop oil bunkering. So, focus on the people. Then the people will not be saying things like, even though he rigged the election, but he is doing well. This one, you rigged the election, you are not doing well. People are suffering, unprecedented suffering. Nigeria has just entered the list. UNICEF have given the list of Nigeria. We have the second highest malnourished children in the world. When I started speaking on these things here, those that we attack, we attack. Those that we call it fake news, we call it fake news. It's been all over since like last year or 2023. They have started crowdfunding. UNICEF has started crowdfunding, doing fundraising for children that are malnourished in Nigeria. If you go to my channel, check my old videos, you see where I sat down and I spoke about this thing. And here we are today, we're number 2. In everything that, the wrong numbers that we need to get, Nigeria seems to be there. But anyway, former President Osinbanjo is the one now that is coming out and calling out to Mr. Tinubu. And he has called for renewed focus service. That renewed focus on service-oriented leadership. Say everything is renewed this, renewed that, renewed hope. Renewed hopelessness that they've put out on people and in Nigeria. And so he's saying to them, let them focus on renewed focus on service-oriented leadership in Nigeria's political and governance landscape, describing it as not just a necessity but a privilege. What will it benefit you to get the whole world and lose your soul? What will it benefit you to get into office and all you're thinking about is amassing more money, buying more cars, buying more toys, buying planes, building houses, doing this one, and that you didn't use your leadership to help the people? What is the essence of entering office, doing all the things that some of them unspeakable things that you do to get into office, and then at the end of the day you are not able to uplift the people, you're not able to lift people out of poverty, rather you've taken away the purchasing power. But anyway, Tinubu did say he was going to take away the purchasing power of Nigeria. So he did mention that a lot of things. He said he was going to do that. He was going to tax people, agbado, people will be eating agbado and all of that. Is that not what he's doing? He's actually doing those things that he said. But to do all of this, to get into power and not be able to use that power for good, is something that I can never, I find it unfathomable. I can't think about it. I can't just imagine what that whole is. Because for me, it's if I ever get the opportunity to be elected into office, I I will be working harder. I'll be working harder so that in the next 100 years that there will be Nigerians that will be born and they will remember Aisha Yesufu. That's the way I work. We shall I work at there looking for what? For what to eat, for what to buy, for to go and carry billions. What will you do with those billions? When you die, they're going to bury you with the billions. Even you say you're going to live there for your children, you're not going to live wahala for your children. They will not be like this. Hey! Ovevekuve. Osinbanjo made the remark during his keynote address at the Rotary International District 9141 conference held in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, themed "The Magic of Connection, the Imperative and Privilege of Service." Honestly, let me just pause here to say service is everything. There's something beautiful about just having the opportunity to serve and make life better for people. There's just something beautiful about making the lives of people a whole lot better, putting a smile on people. And what most of Nigerian politicians do not understand is that the more you serve, the easier it will be for you to win election. The more you serve, the less you will need to be stealing money because you need to go and be buying what do you call it now, either what those people that usually become delegates, go and be buying delegates, or go and be buying voters, or go and bribe people at INEC, or go and bribe people at police, or go and bribe judiciary or whatever. You will need to do all of that. If you do good governance, if they can see good governance, then there's that free, fair, credible election. And most of these things that they end up stealing money to do, they will not do it. Even like the National Assembly, if you're able to hold the executive accountable and force the executive to do the work that they're supposed to do, guess what? You won't need to be packing all sorts of money for you that you'll be saving to run for election. And by the way, those National Assembly members, whether you like it or not, it's been looking at existing data. Maybe 50% of you will not come back. So the better you do the right thing for your people, the better you do the right thing better than trying to say you are saving money to be able to use it, or they'll be giving you small bribe and you not sit down and focus and ensure that the people are getting the best that they're supposed to get. You'll be getting small bribe and that's enough for you. If only you ensure to follow the government, force government to give good governance, you know what will happen? By the time the government are doing good governance, some of the things that you have to be looking for money to be settling people, you won't need to, because people will be settled. People will be able to make their own money and they're able to, they'll be able to thrive. They won't come and be begging you, and then they won't even have your time for election. They can allow you to be there and winning again. This thing is a win-win case. If only politicians can just come down from that place of selfishness and see how it even benefits them so much for them to give that good governance, accountability, and transparency. Citing historical inspiration, Osinbanjo praised the late Chief Obafemi Awolowo's bold introduction of free basic education in Western Nigeria, noting how the policy was executed despite significant financial hurdles. And there's more, but I'm going to stop here. And the thing is that the sad thing is that a lot of people who benefited from that Obasanjo's free education are the ones today who are denying this present generation free education. What an irony. Thank you so much.